Okay, hopefully everybody can see me okay, and this is EOS San Diego, and of course my name is Kent. And just a few minutes ago I uploaded a video that my son had done about how to create a challenge on the EOS blockchain, how to create a challenge on the EOS blockchain, and just a little more information about that. So as you can see, the challenge application is very, very close to being up and used on the blockchain. Of course, we've done the simplest thing we can do. We've created something where you can use the blockchain just to make a personal challenge to somebody else. So who hasn't ever done something like, I'll wager you to get to work on time. I'll wager you to be someplace. I'll incentivize you coming to a meeting or a rally. And this is using the blockchain to be able to do that through geolocation, longitude and latitude, and then to be able to transfer tokens between accounts, numerous accounts. So this is what we've created, and this is what we've done. The simplest, most basic idea that you can do, and then put it on the blockchain. And of course, it's taken us quite a while to do this, over a year. And I'm going to have a train coming through, but I'm going to keep talking right through it. I used to talk about the EOS train, and here we go with the EOS train coming through. And it's going to be a long one too, because this is one of the freight trains that comes through. So as soon as it comes through, there we go. The other night I was listening to my video, and it sounds really loud in the video too. So those trains come through, and it's really quite of an amazing thing, because I think the train line was here way before the people were here. But to have that much those many trains coming through in this area that's so heavily populated is pretty dangerous, to tell you the truth. So and plus, with a lot of people drinking in this area, as you've seen in my videos, there's a lot of drinking in this area, that people wandering back and forth over the track. So kind of an interesting situation. I don't know how much longer they'll have it that way, but for the time being, if you're downtown Carlsbad, you're going to hear trains. So and it's just about ready to go through, but it'll be a little bit, because it's one of the longer trains. Like I said, we have created the most simple idea we could create, and it still took us a year to build it. And we still had to use resources and have ideas that were developed during the time we were building this. We needed a feature to bring people on very easily. We needed a feature to deal with the fact that people didn't want to create an EOS account. We needed a way for people not to have to work with the private key that was 52, 53 odd letters, numbers, and so on and so forth long. We needed a way for that to happen, because that's why we have our third version coming out very, very soon. So anyway, I think that right now EOS trading very, very low for what's going on, especially with the fact that Bitcoin's rallied and Bitcoin's going up. For EOS still to be down in the low $4 range is very, very, to me, kind of, I would say kind of very, very, not only not really trading very well, but absolutely kind of at that point, I think it's kind of a little bit of an obvious thing that it's just going to go much higher. I mean, it's pretty obvious that with Bitcoin trading well, and the new things coming on for EOS, the $4.15 EOS is not going to be with us much longer. So I see that as a real super big opportunity for people to take advantage of. Also, the challenge token trades very, very inexpensively, and all these cryptos are really, really trading well for the ideas that are out there, and for the technology that is getting ready to explode. There's a lot of opportunities in the crypto space right now to take advantage of some real groundbreaking stuff that is in its really early days. To get a Facebook or an Amazon clear back in the 1990s, or to get a Google, to buy Google in its first early days. That's what I'm seeing right now with EOS, is being able to buy Google clear back in the 1990s. So yeah, this is a great opportunity, a great time, and I think anybody that doesn't take advantage of it is really being short-sighted. So we'll see what happens, but I believe prices are going to go much higher, and I believe things will get much better, and I believe we're at the early days of some really big stuff to happen. And this is the time to take advantage of it, because opportunities like this don't come along very often. And we will see some better days, some brighter days, some bigger days here very, very soon. You know, and in the meantime, we will get this challenge application up and running for you. I think that as an application, we haven't really been talked about very much. Very few people mention the challenge application. In fact, I hear almost nobody ever talk about it. In fact, I don't know that I've ever heard anybody else talk about it except for me. You know, we trade on the exchange, but as far as anybody saying anything about the application or discussing the application outside of myself and my son, I think it's gotten very little attention. So we have a lot of upside potential here for very little exposure, for very little to have been said about us, and for us to develop this and have it ready to go on the blockchain, and for it to work as well as it's working. So anyway, I look for bigger days with Challenge, look for bigger days with EOS, look for bigger days with Bitcoin, and better and brighter days for the blockchain. I think things are going to change very quickly and in a very, very powerful way here very, very soon. So anyway, look at the video on how to create a challenge. I think he does a good job. Tries to keep everything simple. That's what we're about. We don't make things complicated. You can't make it complicated or people won't involve with it. I was looking at some stuff today. It had nothing to do with EOS, but it just had to do with some online training things that I was looking at, and it was complicated. I mean, I was like, I just totally gave up on it because I thought I can't understand what they're doing, and this is supposed to be something to help simplify what it is I wanted to do. So if it's not simple, nobody will do it. Believe me, it just isn't. It's not going to happen. So we've kept this very simple, very basic. The idea is simple. The concept is simple. It's basic, and I think it's easy to use, and I think it's going to catch a lot of people's attention, and they're going to be very happy with it, and I think it's going to get a wide usage. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.